place where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find there. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land. I know that it can be there someday. You've been waiting for. I know this life can be that one life you've been dreaming of. Today can be the someday. Today can be the one day. Today can be the someday you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Oh, 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 oh. Today could be the day. Oh, 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 today could be the day.
24 Ford Explorer Limited, $37,990. 24 Ford Ranger Raptor 4x4, just $56,940. 23 Lincoln Aviator all-wheel drive, $48,993. Rayvon Ford, your hometown team, delivering pre-owned vehicles you can afford.
Well, good morning. Happy Friday Eve. Grab a cup of coffee here this morning, my friends. Good morning. Cheers to you. Hopefully you have a great day today. It's going to be a beautiful day. We started that trend yesterday as our trough digs its way on out of here, or lifts rather its way on out of here. And sunshine and high pressure is really going to help to warm us back to those seasonal averages, if not slightly above average. So a really nice one ahead of us here over the next several days. We are talking football forecast. We've got a little bit of light rain, some wind, and plenty of sunshine. And Beverly's, I've been watching the sunrise this morning. It is a gorgeous one. As you clearly saw from the beginning, if you were with me at the beginning with the show opening, we've got a nice view up there at Anakeesta here this morning. Just a couple of clouds hanging out with us. Starting to lose a lot more of those leaves on those trees off in the foreground. And yeah, there are some beautiful sunshine on the way. So if you want to get out and check out some fall foliage or head up to the higher elevations, or if you just want to go out for lunch today, should be a nice day to do so. Hey, by the way, big shout out to Grace Academy, Grace Christian Academy. Had a great day yesterday to head out there and talk to the fifth graders about weather. Was there for about an hour and a half or so. Great group of fifth graders for sure. So big shout out to you kids if you're watching this morning from Grace Christian Academy. They love East Tennessee weather so much. Take a look at this.
Tennessee weather. East Tennessee weather.
That's right, my friends. Right there. Grace Christian Academy, all about East Tennessee weather. So Jennifer, thanks so much for inviting me back out. That's year number 2, by the way, that I've been there. And we're going to keep going for more years after this. Are we not, Jennifer? We are. I don't know if she's joining us this morning on the platform. She said she was going to be watching. And their school, their kids, because they are teaching weather right now, are literally in the middle of their weather segment. And so the kids really were super knowledgeable about weather. But always a good conversation to talk all things weather. All right, let's talk about the forecast, shall we? We've got more photos to share with you as well, coming up here in just a bit. All right, so yesterday we made it to 62 degrees. I always like to keep you in check. I was forecasting 58 degrees. 4 degrees off on that one. Saw a little bit more sunshine, saw a little bit warmer weather. So, hey, we'll take it. And that was after a morning low of 40, which was much warmer than the previous couple of days. Temperature change this morning, we're about the same. Some locations are a little bit warmer, some are a little bit colder, but either way you look at it, we're currently in the 30s and some 40s. It's going to be gorgeous, though, today. Sunshine and temperatures back into the 60s, so that's right where we should be for this time of the year. So it should be a fantastic day ahead of us today. And if you have evening plans here tonight, 55 by 6 and down to about 49 by 8 o'clock tonight. So anybody get a chance to get out and take a look at the Northern Lights yesterday? I don't believe they were as strong last night as they were the previous night. They were forecasted to be stronger, and then I guess at the last second, there was some energy that just kind of kept all that a little bit further to the north. All right, rain chances. Well, lackluster. Not a huge chance for a lot of rain here over the next 5 to 7 days or so. So let me explain. We've got a ridge of high pressure hanging out across the southeastern U.S. That's what's bringing us the sunshine. That breaks down Here comes our next little frontal boundary. Low pressure system's way up into Canada, so we're not really seeing the direct impacts from the low pressure. Now, as the cold front starts to swing our way Saturday into Sunday morning, we stop the clock there at Sunday morning, the wind is going to be increasing. So we are looking at a breezy day on Saturday with increasing high-level clouds. Cloud deck starts to thicken up a little bit on Sunday morning. Cold front swings its way on through. Can't rule out maybe a couple of light showers, mainly across upper East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, Southeastern Kentucky. That's probably the best location for seeing some rainfall. So again, not a big rainmaker by any stretch of the imagination. And I know we've got a lot of things going on here this weekend as well, but I want to give a big shout out to our soccer team, One Knox. They are now officially in the playoff finals. The finals are at Covenant Health Park on Sunday, November 16th at 5 p.m. And they're trying to pack the park. So if you are looking for something fun to do on Sunday, maybe head out and watch the finale or the finals of some football. Some football. They're playing, by the way, the Spokane Velocity United Club, football club. Anyway, so. Anyways, that's what's going on Sunday. So speaking of Sunday, as that cold front swings through, maybe a couple of light showers, but again, I'm not anticipating much. When you look at the rainfall forecast by the Weather Prediction Center all the way through Monday, it's fairly lackluster. Now, Tuesday, Wednesday, a couple more waves will start to set up shop, and so we may start to see some elevated rain chances Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even into Thursday as well. But we'll keep you posted on that. It's only Thursday at this point of the game. So we'll go breezy today. It's going to be breezy again on Saturday as the cold front approaches. Of course, the big old football game on Saturday. We're looking at partly cloudy skies, or rather increasing clouds, and temperatures near 70, so that's going to be nice. We're still staying near 70 on Sunday, but we'll have more cloud coverage. Cold front comes through, and it drops our temperatures just a little bit. We'll be in the low to mid 60s Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Got to realize that a cold front doesn't always signify colder air. That's just the technical term. It'll bring in just some slightly drier air temporarily. So here's your UT New Mexico State football forecast. Kickoff is at 4:15 at Neyland Stadium. By around noon, we're going to be in the mid-60s. We'll climb into the upper 60s to low 70s as we get closer to kickoff. And then during the game, those temperatures will come down into the low 60s. But still, a fantastic forecast is ahead of us. Can't go wrong with that, huh? Wait. Oh, no. Can you not hear that? I can't hear it. I don't know what happened now. Now my audio is not working. Can you hear that? Did not. Well, there's that. I guess we don't have any audio this morning for fun music and chat and cheering on and everything like that. Anyways, let's see. Good morning, Ruth. How are you this morning? What's up, Lee? Heading to the golf course, are we this morning? We've got Sue joining us from Wares Valley. We've got Kathy joining us. Happy Thursday. Marching into Friday. Let's do this. And speaking of which, Seth, of course, it's homecoming for the football game on Saturday. And Seth, my sales guy, is actually going to be playing in the band and the marching band because he used to play. He's gonna yell at me on this one. Maybe tuba maybe. So he'll be playing at the game on Saturday for homecoming. Good morning, Chris. How are you this morning? All right, let's see if this does not seem to be working. I don't know why that's not working. Oh, there it goes. I don't think you can hear that right now. Now you can hear it. There we go. I fixed it. Before we head to your national holidays, let's take you outside and show you a cool view from downtown Anderson County. This is downtown Clinton, I should say, Anderson County. And how about that? Just got a little bit of a macro sky out there. Sun coming up over the eastern sky. A little bit of fog you can see on the far left-hand side of the screen. Right along the water areas, the rivers. So maybe a little bit of fog out there this morning. And that really should be about the extent of it here this morning. So not too terribly bad to get the day started. A nice, quiet, and cool start to the day as well. All right, here are your national holidays for the day today.
November 13th on the national.
It is November 13th. We've only got one. Well, we're celebrating birthdays and events. So any events out there, any birthdays, I do have something to share for you about an event. So many of you probably remember that I did actually finally go give blood for the very first time. So before we move on, let me highlight this. All right. So remember the David Landis Miracle Alive blood drive. I went and gave blood for the very first time, but they still need a lot of blood. I think we we donated about 30 pints, I think it was. And they need like 64 really too. That's their goal is 64. So if you're looking to donate blood, or you typically donate blood, or you need to donate blood, there's information on the screen. I will be posting that more to social media later on, but you have until December 7th to go give blood to get this blood up there. And of course, it's you can do it at either medic location over there in Knoxville off of Kingston Pike or Aylard Avenue. So good stuff right there. All right, today is National Indian Pudding Day. I don't know if we're allowed to say that anymore, but I love me some Indian pudding. Indian pudding, have you ever had Indian pudding? It's like literally one of my favorite things. Reminds me of New England and that and bread pudding and stuff like that. But that's all we have for the day today. Have you ever had Indian pudding? All right, let's talk about history. In 1989, 32 cities in the central and eastern U.S. reported record high temperatures for the state, warming into the 70s from Michigan to Pennsylvania. In 1988, low pressure brought rain and snow and gusty wind to the northeastern U.S. A thunderstorm drenched Agawam, Massachusetts. Agawam, I don't even know what that city is, with a whole whopping inch over 15 minutes. Nothing too crazy. In 1987, a storm moving off the Pacific Ocean produced rain and gale force winds along the northern and central Pacific coast, with heavy rain across the Cascade Mountains. In 1981, a powerful cyclone brought high winds to Washington State and Oregon. Cyclone, which formed about 1,000 miles west of San Fran, intensified rapidly as it approached the Oregon coast, and the central pressure dropped down to 28.22 inches of mercury, which is 956 millibars. That is a strong low-pressure system. A wind trace, 97 mile per hour winds 50 feet above the ground. In 1953, strong southeasterly winds associated with a Pacific cold front reached 70 miles per hour at Sacramento, California. In 1946, General Electric scientists produced snow in Massachusetts Berkshires in the first modern-day cloud seeding experiment. That was 1946. And in 1933, the first dust storm of the Great Dust Bowl era of the 1930s occurred. The dust storm, which had spread from Montana to the Ohio Valley the day before, prevailed from Georgia to Maine, resulting in black rain over New York and brown snow in Vermont. Parts of South Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa reported zero visibility on the 12th. On the 13th, the dust reduced to the visibility to half a mile in the state of our own home state of Tennessee. 1933, the Dust Bowl era. All right, on this date in history across the world, the daily quote for the day today is the backbone of surprise is fusing speed with secrecy. Von Clausewitz. In 1998, The Wizard of Oz was released on the big screen by Warner Brothers 59 years after its original release. In 1982, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial was dedicated in Washington, D.C. In 1968, the Beatles animated movie Yellow Submarine, love it, premiered in the U.S. In 1961, The Tokens, The Lion Sleeps Tonight was released. In 1956, the U.S. Supreme Court struck down laws calling for racial segregation on public buses. 1956. In 1937, NBC TV formed the first full-size symphony orchestra exclusively for radio broadcasting. The conductor for its first 17 years was Arturo Toscanini. In 1805, Johann George Lanier, a Vietnamese butcher, invented a recipe and called it the Frankfurter, the hot dog. In 1789, Benjamin Franklin wrote a letter to his friend in which he said, "In this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes." That's the truth, huh? Oh, that's the only thing that are guaranteed, death and taxes, right? Take it back outside. Here's a live look there at Fort Loudon Dam. A little bit of fog off in the distance. It was nice and bright at the dam earlier this morning, at least the lights of the dam. The fog will lift. A little bit of macro sky right there, but really nice. A nice one for sure. All right, let's see if there's any Witchers pictures to share with you. I'm sure we've got a few. And I've got a couple to share with you because I posted these on social media yesterday. I didn't know if you saw it or not because I don't know how much of you actually follow me on social. But, follow me, but really check in. Anyways, had some great pictures of the auroras. And this one was one of my favorites. So this guy sent in several. I'm going to have to get his name. But that was over in Cades Cove. Is that not cool? There's another great one from Cades Cove. I'll just populate these like this. How about that? Isn't that not the coolest? Let's see here. There's another great one from the Auroras. So hopefully you had a chance to get out and see that. And I know we saw that Grace Christian Academy loves East Tennessee weather, but here is the group of 5th graders. Wait for it. It's like Ed Rupp. There it is. Look at all those kids. What a great group of kids. All right, so let's see. If we had an Auroras, let's see, 11-11. So these are all from 11-11. Here we go. Oh, that was also from 11-11. So there we go. Let's see here. What do we got? We got Lucy sharing her sandwich. What does she say in this one? She posted this to Witcher's Pictures on the East Tennessee Weather app. Brisket sandwich plate from our diner in Oak Ridge, off-road diner and dogs. Well, that looks pretty darn good. This one's pretty amazing. This really just, oh, come on. Caption this photo right here. Ready? Go. Oh, look at that. That's from Otto, the autopilot. Scooter taking a nap on this beautiful day. And Beverly Dunn sending a great photo saying God's country. And that, my friend, we do live in God. Oh, is that upside down? That's upside down. How'd that get upside down? There we go. That's God's country right there. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Thanks, Beverly. And thanks, Otto. And everybody else who posts pictures to Witcher's Pictures. Here's another one. Phoebe hanging out in the fall leaves. This is also sent in by Autopilot. Wait for it. I need music or something. There we go. That's Phoebe. Everyone say hi to Phoebe. Oh, my goodness. All right, my friends. It's 7:45. I'm going to be heading over to Morristown today. By the way, if you are a small business owner, give me a shout. Mike at easttnweather.com. We are highlighting small businesses for the holidays. And so if you're a small business and you want to be highlighted by East Tennessee Weather, we're going to do some cool stuff. We're doing some reels. Not free, but it's cheap. We're going to be highlighting a barbecue joint tomorrow as well. So a jewelry shop today and a barbecue joint tomorrow. Nice, huh? Doing some fun reels with these folks. It's all about small businesses helping other small businesses. I scratch your back, you scratch my back. We all thrive together in our nice little community of East Tennessee, wouldn't you say? All right, so if you want to give blood, don't forget that you have until the 5th for the David Landis blood drive. You can do either of the medic locations. Big shout out to Grace Christian Academy and the 5th graders for having me out yesterday. It was so much fun to be out there and talk weather. I love these school visits, and I've got more coming up as well. So if you see us in Morristown today, come say hi. I'd love to see you. Have a great day, my friends. Be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short.
So your colors, they start, and pain is stripping you